Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k14 Universe Mode right here on the BrendenPlayz channel. I am BrendenPlayz, and this is going to be one hellacious, one brutal, and one extreme night, because this is TLC, better known as Tables, Ladders, and Chairs. Rivalries have sparked. This is getting out of control, and what is the best way to do it? What is the best way to settle your differences? By beating the living hell out of your opponent with the ladder, with the chair, with the table, hell, whatever the hell you want to use. It's available tonight because TLC, this is the last pay-per-view for the calendar year in our universe mode. Those are the champions you just saw on your screen. Now, are you ready? This is the TLC card. So a table match will be competed for the United States Championship as Bray Wyatt and Biggie Langston go at tag team ladder match. The Shield taking on the Primetime Players. Fatal 4-way match. Just one added at the last second for the Intercontinental Championship. Barrett, Ziggler, Mysterio, and Damien Sandow. AJ Lee will take on Summer Rae for the Divas Championship in a ladder match. And this is one big match I'm looking forward to. The Rock versus Triple H. That is going to be brutal. And that's the only besides the Fatal 4-way, kind of gimmicky match. World title on the line. Ryback versus the Beat the Clock Challenge winner, Jack Swagger, and Brock Lesnar will take on Rob Van Dam for the WWE Championship. Those two matches, by the way, are for both, for the World title and for the WWE Championship, respectively, and are in a TLC match. So that is huge. We'll start it off with the tables match, though, as Bray Wyatt, the current United States Champion, will take on the former United States Champion, the man he actually defeated for the title, Big E Langston. So the only way to win this one is by putting your opponent through a table, and this is going to be a difficult one for Bray Wyatt, because I think Big E might have the advantage here, because Big E is such a powerful man. He might be able to pick Wyatt up quite comfortably and put him through whatever he needs to do to get the W here. So perhaps the advantage could be in Big E's favor, but as well as saying that, Bray Wyatt's going to be a difficult man to put through a table. So I think this could be actually pretty even when you think about it. So this will be interesting to see. Now, these two guys have gone at it before. Big E Langston, of course, was the former United States Champion, and he actually lost his championship in a triple threat match at the Survivor Series pay-per-view, where he took on Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose, but Bray Wyatt was able to get the victory. So Big E wants redemption, wants revenge, and wants to get his championship back. He's hungry, he's raring to go, and what better way to do it by putting your rival through a table. That will be satisfying, but can Big E Langston get it done? We're going to have to wait and see, as this one is just about ready to kick off. I'm excited for this one. The United States Championship is on the line, and this should be a good one. This one actually a pretty decent build-up. Big E Langston and Bray Wyatt both come into this one looking pretty good. Both guys have been winning. Bray Wyatt's been doing a bit of tag teaming with the Wyatt family as well in six-man action. One of those was against The Rock, and he actually lost that one, but Bray Wyatt also knocked off the #1 contender for the WWE Championship in Rob Van Dam, who will be in action later on for the title. Bray Wyatt actually managed to beat him one-on-one. So that was awesome to see. I believe that was... No, that wasn't it was a last man standing match. I was thinking steel cage, but Kane was steel cage with RVD. I think it was a last man standing match from what I recall. So RVD was not able to beat Bray Wyatt, the Eater of the World, or whatever he likes to call himself, but right now he likes to call himself the United States Champion, and that's what Big E Langston wants to call himself. Or is it Big E now? I think the game calls him Big E Langston. The WWE call him Big E. I don't know. I'll probably use both, but I'll probably forget. I keep adding in the Langston. I always call him Cesaro, Antonio Cesaro. Anyway, so I'm still adjusting to the name change, but for now, it'll be Big E Langston on our universe mode, as the tables are outside the ring, but Big E wants to just kind of throw Bray Wyatt around the ring for a little bit first before he decides to go out there and grab a table. And he's got a headlock there and takes Bray Wyatt down with a beautiful right hand there. Now continuing those right hands, but Bray Wyatt has something to say about that, but Big E taking him straight back down to the mat. So you kind of have to wonder, what is the mental conditioning here for Bray Wyatt? It's pretty silly to think about that, because Bray Wyatt's probably the most weirdest and craziest man we've ever seen. But he's kind of been a little distracted. He's getting a bit of a role within the Authority. The Authority has decided to use the Wyatt families in their in their beating. So, you know, like we said before, like I touched on, he had a match, a 3-on-1 handicap match with The Rock, and he was also used in the main event matchup against RVD. So now Bray Wyatt isn't quite focused on his US title and defending and winning the US title matches. He's now getting opportunities with the Authority, so he's, you know, maybe his mentality coming into this one isn't quite there. You know, his mind isn't 100% there, considering all the other things he's had to attend to within the build-up towards TLC. So we know we've touched on this before with the Shield, and they've still managed to retain their championships many times. So it may not affect the Shield, but it could affect Bray Wyatt, and we'll have to wait and see if Bray Wyatt can in fact defeat Big E. And so far he is looking pretty good with a sweet arm drag right there. The table is now set up in the corner of the ring. Now that is the danger zone. Quite easily able to put your opponent through a table down. Now, of course, you have to be enforced through a table. So if Big E Langston tries to take Bray Wyatt through a table but misses, and he's, you know, let's say he's, you know, running towards the corner, tries to spear Bray Wyatt through the table, Bray Wyatt gets out of the way and Big E goes through the table, that does not mean Bray Wyatt wins. Bray Wyatt has to put Big E through the table and vice versa. So there has to be a clear, definite situation where one or the other gets put through the table from, you know, one of the others. So you'll see it in a minute, but, you know, like I said, you know, if one guy goes through a table without the other guy doing anything to do so, then they will not win. So the match will continue, and they'll get another table in, and they'll go again until we'll go and go until we get a clear-cut winner. Now, tables matches traditionally in our Universe mode have been a very long matchup. Now, I have to go back to, what is the Extreme Rules? I think back in the first pay-per-view of our Universe mode, I think it was Santino, I don't know, it might have been Santino and Antonio Cesaro or The Miz. I can't remember. It was one of those guys. But that match went on forever. There's a Sister Abigail there from Bray Wyatt. Big E down. And I don't know, Big E, you know, Bray Wyatt looking to set that table up more in a more of a traditional format. Perhaps trying to maybe power bomb him or suplex him through it. Something along those lines. Or even put him on the table and go on the top rope and jump down with an elbow or something on him. But going back to my point before, tables matches traditionally in our Universe mode have gone for a long time, so we could be in for a long matchup between these two guys, because, you know, going from past, you know, precedents, we're in for a long back and forth, because I remember back in the last one, these guys just kept going through tables and tables and tables without reinforcing each other through those tables. So it'll be interesting to see if this one does go for that amount of time. Because before, we've seen it before, will we see it again? As Bray Wyatt looks to, oh, what a beautiful drop kick there, low drop kick to the skull of Big E. And now Bray Wyatt looking to follow it up with a neck breaker, working on that neck, working on that face region that he likes to use to hit that, the head region that he likes to use to hit that Sister Abigail, trying to take down Big E. But Big E was trying to get his championship back. He's got Bray Wyatt in the air, throws him down. That is going to be difficult to come back from Bray Wyatt. Big E got the control, now looking to take Wyatt over to the table. This is bad news for Bray Wyatt. I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you, Bray. Big E, is he going to go up top? There is no way. He is going up the top. Wait a minute. Oh, he's taking it down the top. An elbow through the table. That means Big E Langston has won the United States Championship. He is the new US Champion for the second time in our Universe mode. Can you believe that? Big E going off the top of the rope. When do we ever see that? Hitting that beautiful elbow to perfection to put Bray Wyatt through the table. And Bray Wyatt's title reign has been short-lived. And Big E Langston gets his revenge, gets his redemption, and has won back the championship that he cherishes, and that is the United States Championship. What a victory for Big E Langston. And Bray Wyatt, well, we thought the Wyatt family were going to have supreme dominance over the WWE in our Universe mode by winning the tag titles. That didn't happen. Bray Wyatt managed to win the United States Championship, but it did not last. So Big E Langston getting the championship back, and we'll now go ahead to our next match. And here we go. Our next matchup will be none other than the Shield, the WWE Tag Team Champions, taking on the Primetime Players in a ladder match. You can see the ladders scattering around the ring. We've had tables. It's time for ladders. So this is going to be one hell of a match. The Shield, they have been tag team champions for quite some time now. I believe all the way since, I think it was Money in the Bank. So all the way back since July. And now this is in December, late December. So you do the math. They've had a good 5-month title reign and have not looked like slowing down yet. So who will be the team to knock off the Shield? I tell you what, I don't know, but it just could be these two men, the PTP, millions of dollars, the Primetime Players. And this is a bit of controversial because many believe that the team of R-Truth and Xavier Woods deserve to be in this match instead of the Primetime Players, but in actual fact, the Primetime Players managed to get the big win in a #1 contenders match that earned them the right to be in this bout. So, hey, you know, if you can't win the big one, just ask Chris Jericho. You don't deserve to be on the main show. So, Xavier Woods and R-Truth may have to wait for another opportunity, perhaps at the Royal Rumble if the Primetime Players don't get it done here. But for now, this will be interesting to see as Darren Young taking it to Roman Reigns and Titus O'Neil to Seth Rollins. Now, this will be interesting to see if we do see Titus O'Neil and Roman Reigns go at it, two powerhouses of their respective tag teams. Probably not going to be suited in a ladder match, but Seth Rollins, I can feel, will be very much so probably the MVP of this ladder match, you'd have to assume, because, you know, this would certainly suit his style more so than Darren Young and Titus O'Neil and certainly Roman Reigns. So this is probably going to be Seth Rollins' preferred match type, and he's going to enjoy this one, no doubt about that. But that's only going to work in the Shield's favour, who they were also looking for supreme dominance over the WWE, especially on Raw, by winning the US title. Dean Ambrose has not been able to do that, even though he's had countless attempts to get himself in the match. He's even had a title shot. He failed. And the Shield, they've been continuing to win their tag team matches. And all by doing that, they have been serving the Authority as well. They've been kind of the Authority's hitman, so to say, and been getting the job done. So, you know, it doesn't matter what the Authority throws at them, doesn't matter what else they have to do, they still always turn up to the pay-per-views and get it done. So that's a true credit to the Shield, and I honestly thought their title reign would end at Survivor Series when they had to take on the Wyatt family, but true credit to them, they persevered, they were able to come out on top, and are able to knock off, and arguably the hottest tag team in the WWE at this stage. But hey, the Shield are still kicking it, they are killing it, and they are hard to beat. They're a hard, very difficult team to beat, and right now it could be the PTP to stop them, as the chair is in there, the ladders are out, we just need a table, and we've pretty much got a TLC match. That's kind of the thing about these matches, really pretty much over the tables match, we don't really see a ladder, as Roman Reigns is up on the ladder, a man you probably wouldn't expect. He's up there for a while now. Darren Young's going to need to do something quick, or they could lose this one. What is he doing? Now he finally comes to the attention of Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns says, you know what, I don't care, I'm just going to kick the crap out of you anyways. I thought for a moment if Roman Reigns had stayed up there for another, you know, maybe 5, 6, 7, 10 seconds, they would have probably won this match very early on here, as that ladder has been smashed around. Now the steel chair as well from Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins over the top rope as well. It is all happening right now as bodies have been thrown around. Weapons are being used. This is getting crazy very quickly here, and this is only the start of one hell crazy show we have for you tonight. TLC is always going to be one fun show to watch. 2 more TLC matches to come, another ladder match to come. My God, does it get better, any better than this? So, and wait a minute, Roman Reigns has done it. He has snuck in. He has taken the tag team titles. And I told you before, if he had got up there for any longer, he would have got him. He went back up there again. Darren Young, I don't know what the hell he was doing, but he went up there again and he grabbed those titles. He snuck away with the championships, and the Shield, in very quick fashion, have come away with quite an easy victory. So, maybe it should have been our Truth in Xavier Woods to get the opportunity, not the PTP. But I tell you what, the primetime players, they did deserve their chance. But, hey, they failed. Unfortunately for them, no luck tonight. And we still have some more ladder matches to go. As I just touched on, this is going to be a great show. But the Shield reigns superior once again on pay-per-view. Now it is time for the Fatal 4-Way Intercontinental Championship matchup. Here we go. So here we go. Here is the Intercontinental Champion, Wade Barrett, making his entrance out here. So, very interesting circumstances that this match has come about. And now you're probably not really aware of why or who got picked in this match. But we'll get into that in a moment. But Wade Barrett, the Intercontinental Champion, held the championship for a while now. He's been probably the most dominant Intercontinental Champion in the history of our universe mode. So he certainly has dominated the mid-card division over on SmackDown. And can he keep it up tonight as he takes on 3 other competitors, including this man, Rey Mysterio, who has recently made the jump from Raw over to SmackDown, a big name signing for the SmackDown brand. So perhaps Randy Orton pulling his weight over on the SmackDown brand, bringing in some good talent, bringing in Rey Mysterio, who wants an opportunity to be the Intercontinental Champion. Hey, Rey Mysterio was a part of the recent Beat the Clock Challenge, where unfortunately he did not win it, and neither did anybody else in this match. I think Damien Sandow was not even in the tournament, but Wade Barrett was one man that we all thought was a shoo-in after the fantastic time that he posted. I mean, hey, he posted 3 minutes in the Beat the Clock Challenge. I think it was 3 minutes 2 seconds, and it was not good enough. In fact, it was destroyed by Jack Swagger, which was the last match. So Swagger swooped in and stole Wade Barrett's spot. We all thought it was probably going to be champion versus champion at TLC, and both championships would have been on the line in that case, but not to be, because Jack Swagger stole the spot, and Wade Barrett is now here defending his Intercontinental Championship, and some featurees of that Beat the Clock Challenge, except for this man, will get an opportunity at the IC title. Now, this man, Damien Sandow, probably feels as though he was robbed. I mean, probably would have had an opportunity to take on Kofi Kingston, but Rey Mysterio decided to jump ship and stole Sandow's spot. So, I guess Damien Sandow wants to steal the opportunity that Rey Mysterio has to win the Intercontinental Championship by winning this Fatal 4-Way matchup. And Dolph Ziggler was one man who was looking very promising, and I think just wasn't good enough, but it all came down to the fact that Wade Barrett was the man who knocked off Dolph Ziggler in very, very good timing. But Dolph Ziggler probably should have won that matchup because he had done all the work, he'd done everything, and then Wade Barrett just reversed Dolph Ziggler's finisher and hit the bullhammer elbow, finished off Ziggler, bang, 1, 2, 3, posted an absolutely brilliant time. We all thought probably Ziggler was going to win that, and posted a near 3-minute time to perhaps take on Ryback for the championship, but it was just not meant to be. And Dolph Ziggler and Wade Barrett have had many altercations against each other in recent times, including Survivor Series, but Wade Barrett once again proving how dominant he is by knocking off Ziggler, and continues to dominate Ziggler on SmackDown as well. So 2 wild cards in Sandow and Rey Mysterio, but one man, Dolph Ziggler, we know has faced Wade Barrett, hasn't been able to get the job done. Will it be his turn tonight? And then we have one dominant champion. So this makes for a very interesting and intriguing matchup for the SmackDown brand, which I think was fantastic in this build-up towards TLC. I really enjoyed watching SmackDown and playing through SmackDown because the Beat the Clock Challenge was really, really fun. I thought that was really cool. I hope you guys like that concept. And we got a lot of good things planned for SmackDown. I always believed that SmackDown was probably lacking a little bit compared to Raw, but I guarantee you guys I'm looking to amp it up a little bit, step it up, and get something going here on SmackDown to make sure that both brands are equal, and there really is a bit of a war between the two brands. And who knows, we could do something maybe at WrestleMania where we have a SmackDown versus Raw old school Battle Royale, something like that. We probably should have done something at Survivor Series, shouldn't we? But hey, I enjoy SmackDown versus Raw. I think that was a fantastic concept. I wish they'd bring it back, but we can emulate it here on Universe Mode, no doubt about that. As Ziggler is taking it to Barrett, Sandow taking it to Mysterio. Close matchup so far, difficult to call. And I mean, the Beat the Clock challenge was very successful in my opinion, and you know, because of the fact that Wade Barrett couldn't get it done, this one just had to be thrown together at last minute. So, you know, if you're wondering why didn't this guy get put in the title match, why didn't this guy did well in the Beat the Clock challenge. I know some of you guys were saying the guys who had the best times in the Beat the Clock challenge should have got an opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship. That probably would have been a good idea. I should have ran with that probably, but I decided to go with these guys. I think that would have been pretty cool. I think there was 6 matches though, so there would have been 6 winners. So I could only have picked 4. I think I picked everyone who was a loser. I don't know, I think Rey Mysterio beat Kofi Kingston. Maybe he didn't. I'm having a mind blank, but my notes are not in front of me. But we've got a very interesting one here, and I mean the Royal Rumble coming up. Any one of these guys could win that Royal Rumble matchup and take on a world champion. So these guys, they may have an opportunity and may have failed, but it's certainly not all over for these guys. They've still got plenty more opportunities coming to get an opportunity at a world championship. And if they win the Royal Rumble, they could go to Raw, they can face the WWE champion, whether that be Brock Lesnar, whether that be Rob Van Dam, whether that be somebody else. They get an opportunity at them, or they can remain on SmackDown and take on the World Heavyweight Champion, whether that be Ryback or Jack Swagger. So, who knows? But it'll be very interesting to see. As Barrett now taking it to Sandow. He's got a submission hold. No, I thought he was going to go for a abdominal stretch, but instead destroys him, powers him into that mat, taking him straight down. Now he's working back on Ziggler. These two guys, bitter rivals, wanting to beat the crap out of each other. Wade Barrett certainly has had the upper hand against Dolph Ziggler many, many times. And unfortunately for Ziggler, we all thought he was going to beat the champion Barrett and get the Intercontinental Championship, but it just was not meant to be. And so far, Wade Barrett is taking as Mysterio goes over the top rope. But I think Sandow got out of the way. And wait a minute, here's a cover. Wade Barrett has the ropes, and he wins. Wade Barrett cheats. Referee didn't see it. Feet were both on the rope, and Wade Barrett has stolen a victory. Well, there you go. Wade Barrett has cheated to win this one. Mysterio and Sandow just went outside the ring, so nobody was there to break the fall. And Dolph Ziggler has lost again to Wade Barrett, and Wade Barrett has outsmarted everybody in this match, continuing to prove why he is the best champion on the SmackDown brand in his own opinion, and why he is the best Intercontinental Champion in our Universe Mode, and why he is the champion. I mean, that is a smart maneuver he just pulled there, and kudos to Wade Barrett right there. Fantastic stuff. And poor old Dolph Ziggler has lost again. But hey, who knows? He could have another opportunity, perhaps at the Royal Rumble, to not only win the Royal Rumble match, but main event WrestleMania. And it is time to go on to our next match up. And this one is a ladders match. And a ladder match, something we don't normally see amongst the Divas. We don't normally see the Divas get extreme, get brutal. But it's time. It is time with the Divas champion AJ Lee coming out now. She has been out and out. A fantastic Divas champion, being pretty good, but very questionable whether or not she deserves to be the champion right now, because, you know, we had some altercations with Brie Bella, Layla, so she's kind of been a bit back and forth between title victories for AJ Lee, but nonetheless, she's a 3-time Divas champion, I believe, on our Universe Mode, and she's still got the championship, which means she is currently the best in the division. But this woman has certainly something to ask, certainly is questioning that right now, because Summer Rae won the Battle Royal to become the #1 contender for the Divas Championship. At the end of the Battle Royal, she threw out Caitlyn, and Caitlyn never really forgave her for that, but Summer Rae deserves to be in this match. And even before the Battle Royal #1 contender matchup, we all kind of thought Summer Rae was heading up to the top. She was winning matches, and she was getting very, very close to getting herself a title match. Anyway, so she is deservedly the #1 contender right now, and could possibly knock off AJ Lee here and win a ladder matchup and win the Divas Championship. Wouldn't that be awesome to see a new Divas Champion? So we'll have to wait and see if Summer Rae can do it. And, you know, throughout the build-up towards this one, it's kind of been Oksana getting involved, Caitlyn getting involved, so some tag team matches going on there. Summer Rae taking on Caitlyn a couple of times, Oksana taking on Summer Rae a couple of times, and Caitlyn, and you know, the Divas Championship has just been up in the air at the moment, so it really could be anyone's game. We've seen Oksana being very impressive herself, another one who I probably would have thought deserved to win that Battle Royal and get herself in the title matchup here, but not to be. Caitlyn's up there as well, so it's a very interesting situation we have right now with the Divas division. So who will come out on top? We'll have to wait and see. But we probably, speaking of Caitlyn, we probably should remove her from the game now. You know, she's no longer in the WWE, so we probably won't see any more of Caitlyn. I probably, now I think about it, I don't know why I didn't remove her in the first place. Probably because I don't really care about the Divas. My first thought when Caitlyn left was like, oh, okay. I didn't really think to remove her from my roster. But I suppose, forget about Caitlyn. She's gone now. I'll remove her. She's no longer in the game. But right now it's AJ Lee with a nice Hurricane Runner taking down Summer Rae. Now, a little knee to the back there to Summer Rae. You see Summer Rae got a very distinct height differential here, so probably a bit of an advantage in that regard, but we never know. A ladder matchup could favour either one of these two. They're both quite agile and move around quite well within the ring. So a ladder match will probably be an even situation right here for both of these divas, and it's good to see a ladder match being employed in a divas matchup. And hang on, a submission maneuver here, but you gotta remember, the only way to win a ladder matchup is to climb the championship and win and grab the championship belt, as we saw earlier on in the Shield tag team matchup against the Primetime Players. It does not matter if you put your opponent in a submission hold. It doesn't matter if you pin them for a count of 100. It will not matter until you get that championship, and that is what AJ Lee is trying to do right now. But Summer Rae, oh, what a power bomb! Did you see that? Straight through the mat. My goodness, what a maneuver, taking AJ Lee down. AJ Lee still looking okay though. I thought, man, that would have shattered a few ribs or something there. Jesus, what a maneuver there from Summer Rae. And hang on, Summer Rae, oh, nice little leg sweep there, taking down AJ Lee. And Summer Rae got the advantage here, but AJ Lee, the fighting champion she is, does not want to go down without a fight, looking to remain alive in this one with a nice arm drag there now from Summer Rae, who's up on the ladder. AJ Lee is down. What is she doing? Oh! What a counter there from AJ Lee. Turned it into a power slam, caught her opponent. How the hell did she do that? I don't know. Now taking down Summer Rae. Summer Rae's in big trouble. AJ Lee looking to get her up here and perhaps finish her off. And what the... Oh, kick to the head, taking down Summer Rae. AJ Lee could win this one. Hang on. Kick to the you-know-what from Summer Rae. But now a follow-up drop kick there from AJ Lee. This one is even, despite AJ Lee hitting Summer Rae with a couple of her best shots. I still can't get over that powerbomb, man. That was brutal. And there's another drop kick there from AJ Lee, taking down Summer Rae. And what's this? The ladder is now in hand. No, they're reversing back and forth here. Neither of the two have got the ladder. There's a shot there from the ladder from AJ Lee. And you'd have to say that's going to be it. If AJ Lee climbs the ladder here, that's going to be all she wrote there. That is going to be the final chapter of Summer Rae's championship matchup here. But Summer Rae, oh, taking down AJ Lee once again, staying alive in this one. AJ is down. Summer Rae, this could be her opportunity. AJ Lee got a bit of an opportunity up there to take the title down. Now she, hang on, what's Summer Rae thinking? Now they're both going to go up. I don't know why Summer Rae got down. And what's this? Summer Rae's in trouble. And Summer Rae counted. Back body drop there, taking down AJ Lee. Summer Rae looking to grab the title. She's got all the time in the world. We might have a new Divas champion. AJ Lee is up. No. She takes down Summer Rae. She's still alive. This championship matchup is still anyone's game right now. Who could possibly win this one? Hang on. Oh, what a DDT. What a maneuver there from Summer Rae. AJ Lee is out. Hang on. Summer Rae. Yes, she's got it. new Divas Champion. That is it. Summer Rae wins. AJ Lee's title reign has come to an end. Can you believe it? The second title change for the night. Oh man. Summer Rae, impressive as ever, comes out on top. She comes up with the Divas Championship. She climbed that ladder. She grabbed it. She picked her spot. And AJ Lee, we all thought probably would have won this one. She was looking good. Hit a couple of her signature and finishing maneuvers there on Summer Rae, but Summer Rae still managed to persevere, come out on top, winning the Divas Championship for the first time in our Universe mode. So congratulations to Summer Rae. That's a monster victory. So right now we have one hell of a match coming up very, very shortly. But first, let's go check out the promo video, which aired earlier on my channel this week. So make sure you go and check it out again. Here it is, The Rock versus Triple H. Let's go ahead and check it out. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps one of the most anticipated matches in our Universe Mode's history. The Rock taking on Triple H. Here we go. Here is the People's Champion, The Rock. He is coming out, and man, what a journey he has had in our Universe Mode. Coming in after Over the Limit, his first match at Vengeance, and ever since then, it has been one up and down ride for The Rock, no doubt about that, and it's has not been an easy journey to get to this point, and some say that he's passed his best days, and he had a shot, he failed, it's time for him to move on, but some others say, look, he's a legend, he's still got it, he's still the best there is, and tonight, if he can beat Triple H, he may just be able to prove that once again, but he's going to have to be on his absolute best game to knock off this man, for the second time, and for the first time in our Universe Mode, we will see him in action. You know, for the second time we see him in action. We saw him at Survivor Series where he took on Team People, and he represented Team Authority, being the team captain. Now this is the first singles match he is having in our Universe Mode, and he's coming out of, I suppose, retirement to take on The Rock. And he wants to finish The Rock, deal with The Rock himself. He said, look, it's my turn. I'm not going to let Randy Orton have the first shot. I want the first shot, and I'm going to make sure I finish it. I'm going to finish what Randy Orton could not do, and what Randy Orton should have done a long time ago. And it go back all the way to Vengeance. You know, we've touched on this many, many times. Perhaps the greatest match in history of Universe Mode, The Rock versus Randy Orton, where The Rock had his debut match on our Universe Mode, where The Rock knocked off and retired Randy Orton for a good 6 months there, until Triple H brought Randy Orton back from back from the dead, back from being at home, and Randy Orton has joined the Authority now, and Triple H believes that Randy Orton probably is not in the right headspace to beat The Rock right now, and Triple H wants to finish what the Authority has just started to do. The Authority is getting the upper hand as The Rock starts off strongly with a nice Samoan drop there. The Authority has just knocked off The Rock at Survivor Series. They had the upper hand, they have the momentum, everything is going in their favor right now. So it is smart, I guess you could say, for Triple H, who thinks he is on top of his game still. He's capable of beating The Rock to take on The Rock, rather than Randy Orton, who is just simply out to beat the living hell out of The Rock. Triple H is here to demoralize and finish what he has started. Now, it's just simply been from The Rock disagreeing with the Authority. The Authority was beating up John Cena at the time, and CM Punk, and The Rock wanted to stand up, wanted to step up and get an opportunity at the title, get an opportunity at Brock Lesnar, and didn't want to take no for an answer. Didn't want to abide by the Authority's rules. Didn't want to be one of the guys who sucks up to the Authority. And The Rock stood against everything the Authority stood for. And, I guess it's kind of cost him, it's kind of cost him a lot of beatings, and a lot of, opportunities have gone begging because The Rock has, wanted to step up and take out Triple H. And now The Rock, he just wants to beat Triple H. He just wants to beat the Authority. He wants to send the right message. He wants to do it for the people. He wants to get the championship back in the hands of the people and not in the hands of the Authority. He failed at Hell in a Cell, and now he's not in a title match against Triple H or anything. This match has no stipulation applied to it. It's just two guys who hate each other trying to beat the crap out of each other. But you kind of get the feeling if The Rock can't beat Triple H here, what's next for The Rock? Does he go for one more opportunity at the Royal Rumble? Or does he stick around and, hope that one day he'll get a shot? Because as long as the Authority's in charge, The Rock will never go near the WWE Championship again. Unless, he does win a Royal Rumble style match or a Money in the Bank matchup. But you can pretty much say The Rock's WWE career is in major jeopardy, or perhaps even dead. Because even if The Rock beats Triple H here, you can pretty much write off The Rock from doing anything again, because Triple H's ego is so big, he will not want to face The Rock ever again. He will not want to, even see The Rock ever again, let alone give him an opportunity, let alone have The Rock as his champion. So, The Rock has to kind of, win here and then go on to win the Royal Rumble or something if he wants to ever see that championship and finish what he started. But it's going to be a long, tough road for The Rock. But it does start here tonight. He failed against Lesnar, Hell in a Cell. His team failed at Survivor Series, but he can make up for it here as he takes down Triple H. And, you got to go back after Vengeance where Rock, he won against Randy Orton. But ever since then, he's been on a massive losing streak. Number one contender matches, he lost. Go back to Brock Lesnar, CM Punk. Rock lost that one. And ever since that match, it's kind of been no go for The Rock. I think he went on a 2-month losing streak or something. It wasn't until just before Hell in a Cell that The Rock started to win again. He got a big win over Daniel Bryan, and it just kind of sparked a little bit of a fight back for The Rock. But he has gone back into his losing ways, and unfortunately for him, he's not been able to get out of it. He's been a little bit sketchy. He won some matches and he lost some matches heading in towards TLC because Triple H was throwing everything. He had him 3-on-1 handicap matches against the Shield, against the Wyatts, against 3MB. I think the one team that beat The Rock was actually 3MB of all teams. So that just goes to show that 3MB could be the greatest six-man tag team in the history of this business. I'll let you think about that one. But Triple H is taking it now to The Rock, and Rock looking to hit a nice little side suplex there to Triple H. These two guys just do not like each other. This is going to be brutal. This match, unfortunately, has no stipulation applied to it. We would have thought this one might have been Extreme Rules or a tables match or something, but these two guys just want a traditional one-on-one, no excuses type match, and probably for the best, because you'd have to assume that maybe some kind of interference would be involved if this was a no DQ matchup to make sure that Triple H does in fact win. And I think Randy Orton may in fact run in. I think Triple H is probably aware of that. Maybe he knows that Randy Orton's kind of in an unstable state of mind right now in regards to The Rock. So probably making it a one-on-one matchup will ensure that Randy Orton kind of keeps out of it, because he knows that if he interferes and costs Triple H the match, it doesn't matter if it's by a clean one-on-one victory or by a count-out victory or whatever it is, Triple H will not be very impressed whatsoever. So Randy Orton is probably going to keep out of this one, which is good. We want to see these two guys just beat the crap out of each other, and so far so good. And I hope you guys did like that promo video for the match. We've got another 2 coming up for the World title and the WWE Championship match. I'm now uploading these ones to my channel before this pay-per-view, so if you want to go check them out again, make sure you go and do that, because let's face it, they're cool. I think they're pretty cool. I'm probably the only one. I think they're cool, and also it just helps me out, obviously, the more views on my channel, and, whatever. If you want to spread the word about Universe Mode, as a spine buster is hit there by The Rock. Want to spread the word about Universe Mode, you know what to do. It'd be fantastic. And Triple H kicks out of one of the spine buster. Hang on, rock bottom. No, Triple H counters. Hang on, now it's time for a pedigree. Uh-oh, Triple H. Yes, pedigree, taking down The Rock. The Rock, I think, is busted open as well. This is bad news for The Rock. Triple H is going to walk out with the victory here. No! Rock kicks out at 1. Are you kidding me? I suppose Triple H, even though he hit him with the best shot he had, just not quite enough. Not quite enough. And now Triple H is taking it to The Rock. And The Rock head first into that turnbuckle. Triple H getting counted. Time for a Russian leg sweep there. Beautiful maneuver there from The Rock. And still staying alive in this one, despite the fact he's been hit by a pedigree and busted open. Triple H is in the air. Oh, suplex there. Vertical suplex taking down Triple H to the mat. The People's Champion, The Rock, wants to take out the cerebral assassin, the game, Triple H, the leader of the Authority, the man with all the power in this company, the CEO of the WWE, of course, Vince McMahon stepping down, Triple H taking over the reins, taking over the business. He has full control, has all the power, and he is the man around here. So you do not want to piss off the boss, and Triple H is certainly pissed off at The Rock and wants to finish The Rock once and for all, and he believes by beating it here is his best bet. And, all is pretty well for the Authority. Randy Orton running SmackDown, Paul Heyman running Raw, Brock Lesnar is the WWE Champion, has been since Money in the Bank, does not look like he will ever lose that championship belt. I don't think Rob Van Dam could even beat Brock Lesnar tonight. If he does, I would be shocked, but hey, he's beaten him before, it could happen again. But Brock Lesnar has been just absolutely unstoppable. And it's going to be very, very tough for anybody to beat him. So all is really well for Triple H. The only problem that Triple H is really having is The Rock. And this is his best chance to eradicate The Rock. Because, let's face it, The Rock is lost. He got this team together at Survivor Series, and he lost. He worked so hard to get himself in the main event of Hell in a Cell, and he lost. It's taking its toll on The Rock, I believe. He's mentally just not quite there right now. His state of mind is struggling to keep himself focused and in the game. And speaking of the game, he hits a spinebuster of his own, now going for a pin. And just a 2 count, The Rock manages to get the shoulder up. And now he's beating the crap out of Triple H in the corner there, but Triple H follows it up with a clothesline. And now he's taking it to The Rock, punching away in that already open wound. And now Triple H is looking to perhaps finish off The Rock. This is trouble. Hang on, pedigree. Here we go. Rock counters. The Rock has countered. Hang on, People's... Oh, rock bottom. Rock bottom. The People's Champion hits the rock bottom to Triple H. That could be it. Could The Rock get his redemption, his revenge? No! Are you kidding me? Triple H has kicked out at 2 3/4 to stay alive in this one. You have got to be kidding me. And now Triple H reverses the suplex, follows it up with the neck breaker. Oh man, what a maneuver there. I thought Triple H was out of it. Kicking out at 2 3/4, maybe 2.5, I don't know. But this is an even back and forth matchup. You gotta be kidding me, man. Oh man. Thought The Rock had that one done. Now Triple H is pounding away on The Rock. And not really a good sign now for The Rock. And here's a roll up. Here we go. The crowd are up, but they realize that Triple H is quickly kicked out, and unfortunately, no luck there for The Rock. And wait a minute, Triple H kicking The Rock back into the stomach region there. Wait a minute. He's got him up. Oh, little pile driver. We don't see that very often from Triple H. Pulling out all the maneuvers here, pulling out all the stops, but The Rock gets the shoulder up at one. And now Triple H looking to continue the beating on The Rock, but The Rock is still showing some fight, still showing some life here, wants to continue to stay alive in this one, does not want to go down to the game. He's already been humiliated, he's already been embarrassed from Triple H, and I'm sure as hell know that The Rock does not want to lose to his arch rival as Triple H is looking to heat up here. Here we go. No, Rock counters. Triple H, oh, face buster there. Triple H looking the goods right now. Follows up with a spine buster. This could be trouble now for The Rock. I smell trouble. We go for another cover. 2. And The Rock kicks out at 2. Thought he might have had it there with a spine buster. Oh, wait a minute. Throws him up the air. Take him back down. What the hell? Pedigree there. I don't know what just happened. But there's a pedigree. 2, 3. That is it. Triple H has done it. Triple H has defeated The Rock. And that's it. The Rock has lost. Once again, the Authority has got 3-0 against poor old Rocky, and this is tough to watch. The Rock fighting, but Triple H, the Authority, just too damn good. Triple H, awesome stuff. His first singles match in Universe mode, he gets it done. But it's sad to say, The Rock he's gone. He's lost again, and I don't know what's going to be the future of The Rock. We're going to have to wait and see, but oh man, that sucks, but the people will go home disappointed here as the Authority reigns supreme once again. Triple H is the man. He's still got it. He may not have competed regularly on the show, but he is still getting it done when he has to. And kudos to Triple H. Kudos to the Authority. They have beaten The Rock. Have they got their redemption? Have they got what they wanted against The Rock? And as we'll go ahead and check out the promo for the World Heavyweight Championship match. And that's it. Cesaro has tapped out. Jack Swagger wins the Beat the Clock challenge and will face Ryback at TLC in a TLC match for the World Heavyweight Championship.
But I could see right through you. Now I could let you have a redo. You still wouldn't get it right. Didn't even see the light. I grew up by myself with no love, no help. If you could just spend one day, maybe I'd have had a chance. Just another circumstance. Better days, you gotta think about tomorrow. Better days, reflect on everything from yesterday. No hero to save you, no one you could look up to. Better days, don't wanna let them all drift away. You didn't get it right, but damn, you could have tried. You never fought that good fight. I live without you, I know how you do, and I'll never be you. But I've seen better days. I'm gonna have to find my way. No one has ever had to wait on me. Thank God you set me free, free. Better days, you gotta think about tomorrow.
Can Ryback remain the king of SmackDown, or will the real American Jack Swagger walk out with the gold?
To save you, no one you could look up to. Better days, don't wanna let them all drift away. Drift away.
Okay, I am hyped up for this one. This is one of the first of 2 TLC matches on tonight's show. So this is Ryback, the World Heavyweight Champion, the self-proclaimed king of SmackDown. Is he really the king of SmackDown? Will he be dethroned tonight if Jack Swagger can defeat him? Time will tell. But Ryback is confident, he's hungry, and he's raring to go. And can Jack Swagger, a guy that nobody really expected to win the Beat the Clock Challenge, dethrone the king? Mark Henry couldn't do it, and Randy Orton threw the challenge out with the Beat the Clock Challenge. You know, he said, look, it's rather than, you know, the same kind of guys we see all the time getting an opportunity, let's give someone or someone's an opportunity let's give people who haven't even had a chance an opportunity. And that was the Beat the Clock Challenge. We had 6 matches. The person with the fastest winning time went on to take on Ryback. And Jack Swagger, my God, did he put on a good performance. Really kind of outsmarted the system, didn't he? It wasn't intentional, but Cesaro, he came out of the ring and he attacked Jack Swagger from the get-go, and Swagger just rolled with it. They were outside the ring for maybe about a minute. They came back in, and Jack Swagger quickly dispatched Cesaro, 1 minute and 22 seconds. Now, who's not to say that time outside the ring, you add that on to Jack Swagger's time, he probably would have beat Cesaro under the 3 minutes anyways that he had to beat. You know, I think Wade Barrett had just a tick over 3 minutes that Swagger had to defeat. And Swagger was comfortably able to defeat that time and go on to take on Ryback here. And what better way to do it against your bitter rival, Antonio Cesaro, who Cesaro and Swagger have so much history between each other. Of course, former tag team partners, and, you know, had a Hell in a Cell match against each other, for goodness sake. And Jack Swagger was kind of considered to be the weak link of the group, and it was kind of considered that Cesaro was probably going to be the next man to take on Ryback, next man to, you know, perhaps be the next World Heavyweight Champion. But it could be Jack Swagger here because, hey, look, Cesaro is nowhere to be seen in this matchup because it's all Jack Swagger and Ryback right now as this one has just begun. First of 2 TLC matches, of course, like I just touched on before. And, you know, the Beat the Clock Challenge was pretty good because 6 matches and, you know, so many superstars we don't really get to see too much getting an opportunity to perhaps be the number 1 contender. It was pretty cool. I really liked the concept. I really liked the idea behind it, and I hope you guys did too. And it kind of achieved what I wanted to achieve from it. I wanted to see someone who we have not seen, someone who has yet to have a world title matchup get one, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, Mark Henry for a while there, after the first round of matches, was in the lead. Then it was Wade Barrett, and then it was Jack Swagger. So it was always unpredictable who would come away with the victory. We all thought Wade Barrett, like I touched on earlier, would come away with the W, and this goes to show it's never over until it's over. And Jack Swagger, he got the W, and he's getting the time and the opportunity of a lifetime to take on Ryback here, and just what he needed. I thought he was going to probably take on Wade Barrett for the IC title soon, but instead he's in the world title matchup. I'm sure he would much rather be here, so kudos to him, but he has to dethrone the king, and it's going to be difficult to do so because Ryback is killing it right now on SmackDown. He is plowing through everybody that even looks at him, so it's going to be difficult for Swagger, but surely the odds are in his favor. A TLC match can't really benefit Ryback. Probably not Jack Swagger's preferred matchup, you know, being an all-American, you know, amateur wrestler backgrounded style, but I mean, you know, Ryback, a big guy, you know, probably not going to suit him. He's probably not going to jump off any ladders or anything like that. So, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one here. But I'm sure Ryback has come prepared in this one. You know, he knows what to expect. Probably watched a few tapes of some TLC matches to get himself ready and prepared for this one. Because it is a match outside of his comfort zone, no doubt about that. But if he wants to be the king of SmackDown, he has to really prove it. And what better way to do that by knocking off Swagger in a match type that he's not suited to. And a nice little belly-to-belly suplex, probably taking a page out of Swagger's book there. Swagger, a bit of a suplex man. He likes to throw everybody around the ring with those suplexes, German suplexes, vertical suplexes, belly-to-bellies, you name it. Here's a German suplex. You know, just speaking of suplexes, there's one. So impressive stuff here from Swagger. As we'll go outside the ring, and he might look to introduce a few toys. I know Ryback's got the ladder in hand. I thought maybe perhaps the table. Yep, there you go. But Ryback is on the ladder, looking to grab the belt. Of course, the only way to win this one is by grabbing the belt on top of the ladder. And Ryback's got a good grab at that, so that could certainly have a big influence and a big factor in this matchup later on, because he's loosened that title quite a lot there. And Swagger now taking it to Ryback. He's got him up, and Ryback reverse! And I think Swagger's head got caught on the bottom tier of that ladder with that beautiful DDT. I think maybe one of the lowest steps of that ladder smashed Jack Swagger in the face, and Ryback wants nothing to do with that ladder, and Jack Swagger wants nothing to do with Ryback as he takes him down, almost takes his head off with that clothesline. And here we go, the toys are introduced. The ladder takes down Ryback. Swagger could climb up here. Ryback is clearly down, but Ryback is back up just in the nick of time. He's got to stop Swagger here. That title has been loosened, so it's anybody's game right now. I think the next man who climbs up will probably grab that belt with ease. And Ryback with the meat hook clothesline, looking to perhaps finish Swagger here with a shell shock. Uh-oh, Swagger's in trouble. Ryback's got him up. Uh-oh, yes, a shell shock, and that could be the end of Jack Swagger. No, Ryback picking Swagger up. Swagger back up to his feet. Ryback reversing. What's he got installed here? Uh-oh. He's got him up. Suplex. And once again, he has been hit by that ladder on his way down. This time it was his back. Oh, it's got to hurt. The ladder has been set back up, though. And Swagger takes down Ryback. Swagger's got to try and get himself back in the game here. He's taken a few brutal blows there from the King Ryback. And now Swagger working down the arm of Ryback, but Ryback's going to have nothing of that. He's going to just continue to pummel him. Uh-oh. He's going to hit a second shell shock? Are you kidding? Here we go, marching around the ring. Swagger's in big trouble. Oh, another shell shock. Taking down the ladder with him. Swagger is out. I think Ryback's going to reclaim his world championship here. The title's already been loosened. Swagger's out, and Ryback has done it. Ryback is still the king of SmackDown. He is still the world heavyweight champion, and Jack Swagger's dreams have been crushed. And, well, there you go. Ryback has done it. You know, Randy Orton wanted to defeat him more, wanted to defeat him a new challenger, and Ryback accepted with open arms, and he has successfully reclaimed his championship. So, well done, retaining the title quite comfortably, and proving to everybody that he's still the man on SmackDown. He's won that championship, and he's held it for a couple of months now, and he's looking good. The Royal Rumble is coming up, so big times ahead for the world champion, perhaps. And he surely wants to make it all the way to WrestleMania, and perhaps main event WrestleMania. So, Ryback, kudos to him. He retains the title here at TLC, capping off a good year for him in the end. Started off slow, but he finished strong. And that'll do it for the world title matchup. As we go ahead and prepare for the WWE Championship matchup, let's go check out the promo video as I prepared a little earlier.
Rob Van Dam has done it. He has pulled up Lesnar has never lost on pay-per-view. Can Rob Van Dam pull off another massive upset at TLC? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the main event of TLC, and this is the Beast incarnate. This is the WWE Champion, this is the Authorities Champion, and this is the self-proclaimed face of the WWE, the man of the hour, Brock Lesnar. This man has been absolutely unstoppable. How about this? He has never lost on pay-per-view in our universe mode. Never. He has been back since Money in the Bank. That was his first pay-per-view appearance, and he won the WWE Championship that night, and he has never lost on pay-per-view since. Rob Van Dam is certainly under the pump here. The odds are stacked against him, but one thing that RVD does have in his favor is the fact that he has gotten a pinfall victory over Brock Lesnar in the past. We go back to Monday Night Raw many episodes ago. The return of RVD, he had a bit of a hiatus after Money in the Bank. He came back, and his first match was against Brock Lesnar in a match that Lesnar thought, okay, I'll take down RVD with ease, no worries about it. But RVD pulled off a massive shock, massive upset, and defeated Brock Lesnar. Couldn't believe it myself when it happened. And ever since then, everybody's been claiming that RVD should get a shot at the WWE Championship. And tonight, this is his shot. This is his opportunity. And I can't wait to see it. This is going to be very interesting indeed. Very interesting build-up towards this one. Now, Paul Heyman, he challenged RVD to the match. He wanted RVD to take on Brock Lesnar because Brock Lesnar had this kind of, this whole ordeal between him and RVD hanging over his head. Everybody was saying that, oh, you can't beat RVD. RVD would be the WWE Champion if he faced you for the belt. And Brock Lesnar wants to prove the critics wrong, wants to prove everybody wrong, wants to say that, hey, look, I can beat RVD. I'm better than RVD, and I'll prove it. And what better way to do that than on pay-per-view in a TLC match, which is very interesting as well, because Paul Heyman made the match a TLC match, and there's a powerbomb there from Brock Lesnar. A match that you could argue is not in Brock Lesnar's favour whatsoever. I mean, RVD's a high flyer, likes to jump off ladders, he likes to jump off the top rope, he likes to do everything in the air, likes to do it at speed. Brock Lesnar's a brawler, likes to beat the crap out of you in the middle of the ring. Not a match style that will really suit Brock. So why is Paul Heyman kind of stacking the odds against his champion? Is he wanting his champion to kind of step up to the plate? Have the odds stacked against his champion, have his champion overcome the odds and silence the critics? I think so. I think, if it was just a standard one-on-one match, I think Brock Lesnar kind of fears that he may lose again. He's lost one-on-one to RVD. Perhaps he feels as though, look, if I got a ladder or if I got some tables, I could make this my style, I can slow things down, I can, put RVD through a few tables and, really take it to him. And, beat the crap out of him for, running his mouth. Because RVD was running around saying, look, oh yeah, I beat Brock, I should be champion. And now Brock Lesnar's going to silence him. Of course, you have to go back to Survivor Series, the previous pay-per-view, where there was a Survivor Series 6-man tag team matchup. Lesnar and RVD faced off, and Lesnar actually pinned RVD in the middle of the ring. So everybody kind of said, okay, RVD and Lesnar is 1-on-1. Who's going to win out of the third, little altercation between the two? So this is the third time these two have met in the ring. So will Lesnar retain against RVD? This is going to be very interesting indeed. But you've got to also remember, RVD is coming into this match arguably not 100%, not 110, not 100. It's probably about 40% really, because he's had a steel cage, a last man standing, and an I Quit match in the space of 3 weeks before TLC. That is not an ideal build-up whatsoever. No way in hell would anybody want to face those kind of matches and those kind of stipulations heading in towards probably the biggest match in their career for a long time. And RVD is looking to make a bit of a resurgence in his career. He's
doing well, but he's not quite achieving what he would probably hope to have achieved by now. And, you know, winning the WWE Championship and sticking it to the Authority would be a fantastic achievement, no doubt about it. But, I mean, Brock Lesnar is almost unstoppable right now. Nobody has even gotten close to beating him. You know, RVD is the only man who's beaten him in Universe mode. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see if RVD can do it again. But right now, Lesnar is taking it to RVD. He's got the steel steps in the ring as well. They're certainly swinging it back to his more of a style, more of a street fight, more of a brawl, rather than, you know, let's jump off ladders and, you know, do a 5-star frog splash off the top of the ladder through a table. You know, it's certainly, you know, suiting Brock Lesnar at the moment, but certainly things could turn around and then very quickly. There's no Paul Heyman outside the ring as well, so it's just a standard one-on-one between these two. Should be no interference involved. Paul Heyman doesn't always feature when Brock Lesnar's out there. Oh, RVD takes down Brock Lesnar. I think Lesnar likes to know that he can do it by himself and doesn't need the GM and his manager out there all the time. And of course, last time it happened, last time we saw Heyman, he was in a match against RVD, and of course RVD won. So perhaps Brock Lesnar thinks that Paul Heyman might have been one of the reasons why he lost it. Hang on. There goes one. I think we're going to see 3 power bombs here. He's still got him up. Gets the third. Yes, he does. Takes down RVD. Wants RVD up. I think we could be seeing an F5 here. He's got RVD up. Picks him up like a rag doll. Takes him down. RVD is destroyed, dismantled, decimated in the middle of the ring. And Lesnar's not going to stop there. The relentless pursuit on RVD continues. Now he's got those steel steps. What the hell is he going to do here? RVD manages to get away from it. And now he's got the steps. Will he smash Lesnar in the head? No, he doesn't want anything to do with it. Now a collar and elbow tie-up. And now, obviously, Lesnar, the stronger of the two, one of the strongest men to ever be in the WWE, and just quickly takes down RVD with a nice little DDT there. And Lesnar is destroying RVD right now. I mean, we all thought this would certainly suit Rob because it's a TLC match, but right now Lesnar is using all of the toys, all of, you know, weapons around him to really take it to him. And there's just one powerbomb. We're used to seeing 3, but there's one powerbomb there from Lesnar. But that was brutal, that one. And Lesnar now a belly to belly. Oh, I think there might have been a German suplex actually turned into a, thrown him over the top of his head, sorry. So beautiful stuff, man. Oh, now a backbreaker. RVD is completely out of it. He's got no offense in for a few minutes here. Lesnar is taking it to Rob. And there's a counter. That's something. A faceplant there on Lesnar, but Lesnar quickly counters and gets the momentum back into his favor. And, oh, wait a minute. RVD counters again. Gets his own backbreaker, trying to fight back through this one. Oh, beautiful moonsault there. Standing moonsault. Now, all of a sudden, RVD back in this one. Kicks the living hell out of Lesnar there. And what, is he trying for a submission here? I don't know. You know, there's no reason why he should be trying for a submission here, because there is, you cannot win by submission. He can only win by grabbing the belt on top of the ladder there. And there's a nice little elbow, man. That is taking it to, uh-oh. Another F5. You're kidding? Oh! That could be lights out. That could be the curtains. I think you can start singing, Fat Lady, because I think she's all over. Wait! RVD straight back to his feet. What? Where is he getting this from? Where? RVD's still continuing to fight. He's a bit groggy getting up this ladder here. You can see Lesnar's in great condition right now. And hang on. RVD. Oh! Neckbreaker off the top of the ladder. Are you kidding me? Now it is swung back into RVD's favor. This is exactly what Rob Van Dam wanted. Can RVD beat the Beast? Can he grab the title? Will we see a new champion? Wait a minute. Oh, off the top of the ladder. He could have grabbed the title. What are you doing, Rob? Instead, he wanted to inflict a little bit more pain to Lesnar. Will he grab the belt now? Yes, he will, but Lesnar is up, and he has gotten rid of that ladder and taken down RVD. You'd have to assume that perhaps RVD making a vital mistake there. I would have thought that Lesnar might have been down for long enough for RVD to grab the belt. Now Lesnar's looking to grab the belt. He's got it. And he has gotten it. He has won this match. Brock Lesnar has retained the WWE Championship. You'd have to say that RVD had that one won. I don't know what he was thinking. What was he doing? I think he cost himself the match there. But Brock Lesnar, credit to him, he beat the living hell out of RVD. And RVD put up a bit of fight towards the end with some fantastic stuff on the top of the ladder there. We thought for a moment that RVD might pull off the ultimate upset. But the Beast continues to reign superior. And he continues to be unstoppable. Brock Lesnar, the Authorities champion, has retained the WWE Championship. My God, what a victory. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope you guys enjoyed that match. And the Beast, once again, has come out on top. For a moment there, it didn't look like he was going to do it. But he certainly was dominant all throughout the match. Deserved the W. And deserves to be the WWE Champion still. What a title reign he is having. Still undefeated on pay-per-view. Who will beat him? Will he go all the way to WrestleMania? Only losing one match? Never losing on pay-per-view? My God, if he can do it, that'll be very, very impressive. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all she wrote for TLC. I hope you guys love the pay-per-view. I certainly loved watching it and doing it for you. If you did, make sure you smash the like button. Follow me on Twitter. Like me on Facebook. It is BrendenPlayz. And I will see you all in the next episode of Universe Mode, which will be coming your way very, very soon, guys. Thanks very much for watching. And hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great day. See you soon.